I know for a fact that if you're a kid or a teenager watching this right now, it's almost certain that you have TikTok downloaded on your phone. Even if you're in your 20s and you're watching this, there's a good chance that you probably have TikTok downloaded on your phone. You probably use it as soon as you wake up, throughout your day, and right before you go to bed, like a complete crackhead, scrolling endlessly from one 30-second video to the next like you're a complete zombie, because that's what essentially you are. Like when you're scrolling on social media, especially on such an addictive app like TikTok, you literally become like a zombie. You don't think at all when you're watching these videos, and instead your brain is just focused on how much dopamine it's receiving from each video, and that determines how long you actually stay on the video too. Bro, like take a look on anywhere on a train or on the bus or even when you're walking outside, and you're gonna see that people have TikTok on their phones and stuff. Like you're gonna see it open on their phones. Your attention span is literally being destroyed as you use TikTok, and you know that too. I shouldn't have to remind you, like so many other people who you watch, that your attention span is literally being crippled by this app. Bro, like I have experiences where I literally try to have like a genuine conversation with my friends, and they can barely last any time before their mind wanders off somewhere else. Like either they're blasting TikTok out loud, or they just like dose off into their mind or like into their imagination and stuff. Like, bro, what has happened with people? Like I remember back, even when social media was still like prevalent back in like 2018 before TikTok blew up, like I could have long conversations with my friends without their mind just wandering off and beginning to not pay attention. Those same people, whenever I talk to them now, they can't have a normal conversation without their mind dozing off. I want you to think about this and also think about yourself. Are you like that? Because people's attention spans are becoming so low to the point where having an interaction with a real human being in real life becomes boring. And I don't think that this has been so prevalent until now. Also think about the content which you consume on the app too. You're watching more videos from different people due to the fact that the videos are so short. And keep in mind that the content in those videos are also very harmful for you as well, especially for kids and teenagers. And here's what I'm talking to, because you've probably heard it so many times before, but these are the most crucial mental development years of your life. What you consume on the internet and on TikTok right now will determine your entire way of thinking once you become an adult. And if you didn't know, TikTok actually purposely shows you content with uncovered women, drugs, and bad music in the background. But the coincidence is that in the country which actually created TikTok, which is China, they don't do the same thing. In every other country in the world except for China, if you're under the age of 14, TikTok is gonna purposely show you bad content in order to rot your brain. The AI literally, like whatever AI mechanism it is, intentionally shows like people, like especially younger people, like bad content just to rot their brains. These companies have an agenda which is to brainwash the youth of every other country to become weak. And when weak people are the future of your country is bound to face some hardships. The world was already heading down a bad path even before TikTok was created, because we knew that the new generation was going to be weak. But even after TikTok became popular, like that took it to a whole nother level. Not to mention that the stupid trends it promotes, and you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Like there's been so many accounts of things which have become like trends on TikTok, to the point where if you see somebody doing something stupid in public, your brain just automatically goes like, is that a TikTok trend? Because you already know like subconsciously how dumb some of the stuff on the app really is. And that's the thing, like teenagers are doing this type of stuff which can land them in jail, or it can even like harm themselves just because they saw somebody else on TikTok doing it too. Like, and I know like a lot of you guys, like the majority of you guys who use TikTok, probably think that these trends are stupid too. You probably agree with me as well, saying that they're stupid. Well, and you probably say like, oh yeah, well I don't really take part in this stuff, or it's like just a small percentage of the people who use TikTok who are actually like interested in these trends. But at the same time, like bro, like come on bro, like let's be real here. If you're an active TikTok user, there's a good chance that you've probably uploaded a video about yourself copying some dance trend or some meme trend or something like that. Like even though the stuff which you're doing on there doesn't match the level of the some of the other trends, like the ones where you go out in public and make stuff worse for everybody else, you're still doing some dumb stuff, bro. Like I don't know how you can't cringe while looking at some of these dance trends or the meme trends or anything like that. Whenever I see a video of my friends doing some weird dance, like the Get Gritty or whatever, like I don't know what it's called, and like any dance, bro, like whenever I see a video of them doing that, bro, I'll literally cringe. I'll literally look at them and like disappointment, like how beta male do you have to be in order to do that? Like record yourself dancing and then upload it to TikTok. I just find it so cringy. TikTok is a Chinese company and it has an agenda. If they can't start a war physically, they're gonna hardwire the minds of the citizens of the enemy country to become weak. You might think that like what I'm saying is all conspiracy and all that stuff. Well, if you believe that, tell me that why in China, the company which TikTok was literally made in, they actually care about their youth and what they show them. And they actually care about showing the youth good things on the app which are actually gonna make them develop as people. If you didn't know, if you're under the age of 14 in China, TikTok is actually going to show you productive things like education and things which are going to actually make the youth become more productive people in society. You can only use the app for 40 minutes maximum if you're under 14, and there's also opening and closing times for the app as well. On top of that, you can only access the app from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. So you can't really access it at night, and this is only if you're under 14. And China is literally the only country where they do this. Like everywhere else, they purposely show kids things which are actually going to corrupt their brains. The country which TikTok is manufactured in, which is China, wants their kids to become strong people, and they want the people in the other countries to become weak. Now, a lot of you guys are probably saying, well, I don't watch bad content on TikTok, I just watch like funny videos, and not all content on TikTok is bad. That's what my friends say, and they just show me like a funny video or send me some funny video, and I'll admit, like, some of the stuff is actually kind of funny. Maybe it's my 15-year-old brain, but like, come on, bro, like, you're probably addicted to that stuff like it's like a drug or something, because I know so many people who use TikTok who want to quit, but they just don't because they're too addicted to it. They sometimes install the app just to reinstall it 2 days later, and one of my friends always complains, oh yeah, I'm so addicted to this, I need to stop, I have 5 hours of screen time on this or whatever. And then the next day he's trying to literally convince me to use the app like he's some sort of crackhead. Literal crackhead behavior, bro. Also, some people like my friends say, oh yeah, well, I watch productive content on TikTok too. Like, not all content on TikTok is bad. I learned basketball skills from TikTok and stuff. Like, it helps me so much. Like, come on, bro. If you use TikTok daily, you're at least using it for 1 hour a day, right? Because that seems like the average. So pretty much you're telling me that you're watching basketball advice videos for literally an hour a day, like, or fitness advice videos for an hour a day. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's the biggest cap I've ever seen in my life. Like, first of all, nobody's ever gonna be watching basketball advice videos for an hour, right? If you're watching that type of stuff, you're gonna be watching it for like 20 minutes maximum. The other 40 minutes, you're probably gonna be wasting that time watching other unproductive videos. And secondly, there's so many better places where you can watch educational or advice videos on the internet, like YouTube and stuff. Not saying that YouTube is 100% good either, but you know what's better than TikTok? Like, levels ahead of TikTok. So watching TikTok for advice on anything isn't really a good excuse, because if, let's say, if you were even like watching like advice videos like on like fitness or basketball or anything like that for 1 hour, that's so unproductive, because that extra like 40 minutes, like, because you're gonna be watching it for 20 minutes max, like that extra 40 minutes you could be using to actually implement that advice in real life. Like, that's just you learning some advice, but like the actual important part comes to when you're actually implementing it. My friends could really use some of this advice because they could be so much more productive without TikTok, and the attention span and brain cells which they lost when they became addicted would actually come back. Anyways, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna end the video there. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Take care. Peace.